today we're going to talk about that roadmap and essentially 3 myths that we hear about in the franchise industry. So we're going to address those. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Jon Anderson, the co-founder and CEO of Franchise Prospectors. Let's dive right in. So myth number 1 about the franchise industry is that it's just food that does franchising. True or false? False. It's true that McDonald's is the biggest franchise system in the world, no matter the industry. And even though they didn't invent the franchise industry, Ray Kroc from McDonald's fame is credited with really systematizing McDonald's. There are so many very bright and brilliant people out there, folks that looked at what Ray Kroc had done over the past 50 plus years, and they said, hey, I can take that concept and I can apply it to my business. So what are some of the hot categories in non-food franchising right now? Well, for example, home services. We have HVAC and electrical contractors that are also brands that are really hot in the franchise category. Flooring, window coverings, painting contractors, swimming pool, landscape contractors. And you don't have to be an expert in any of those areas, nor do you have to have your own contractor's license. A great strategy for addressing that, something called an RMO. RMO stands for Responsible Managing Officer. That they can bring in, yeah, you pay a fee for the rights to use that license, but it is a very effective way to bring in an RMO, and you get to keep your corporate job or your other portfolio of businesses, and now you can scale that operation. Let's go to myth number 2. Don't do franchising because you don't get anything for that 6 to 8% royalty fee that you pay. True or false? False. And the reason why, I think Shaquille O'Neal explained it best. Shaq did not invent the game of basketball. He mentioned that at our IFA, International Franchise Association conference, and he was our keynote speaker there. The moderator said, hey, how come you didn't invest in your own independent portfolio of businesses? Why are you so heavily leveraged and invested into the franchise industry? Shaq, very sharp guy. He says, well, even though I didn't invent the game of basketball, I wasn't even the coach. All I had to do was follow the recipe that Coach Phil Jackson and Tex Winter laid out for us there in that triangle offense, and the rest is history, as they say. He said, why would I go and reinvent the wheel or try to invent the wheel when someone else has already been through the nosebleeds and have over the major hurdles and obstacles and challenges? So that 6 to 8% is a nit compared to the resources, both human capital and actual capital, that they are going to be investing in you and your team, being the boots, the local boots on the ground. So franchise myth number 3, the franchise industry is not regulated. True or false? False. The franchise industry is regulated, and it's regulated by the FTC. That stands for, of course, the Federal Trade Commission. And the Federal Trade Commission says that any franchisor that's awarding franchises throughout the United States has to produce or publish an FDD, a franchise disclosure document, each year. And until next time, never forget that entrepreneurship is the most effective and efficient mechanism, in fact, the only mechanism that can help you become truly the captain of your own ship.